honorable colleagues. But let me begin by commending Mr. Speaker's vision, leadership, and unwavering commitment to the safety of the nation. Mr. Speaker, indeed, we live in very interesting times. It was America who created the word VUCA. So we live in a VUCA world. VUCA means volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Mr. Speaker, today, I rise not as the Chairman House Committee on Defense, but I rise as the voice of millions of Nigerians who yearn for and rightly deserve a nation that is safe, hopeful, united, and prosperous. Mr. Speaker, if you recall the days of yore, the Nigerian military has excelled in many different fronts, including Liberia, including Sierra Leone. We went into those countries with full force and with a full arsenal that were purchased under the regime of President Shagari. I repeat, we went with a full arsenal. We went, we saw, and we conquered. But we did something that no nation would ever do. We were honest. We went there to assist our sister nations. We did not stay to milk and make money out of their predicament. Mr. Speaker, what most nations do, they recoup and they replace their equipment that they've expended in those countries. Nigeria didn't do that. So we are suffering from the decay of trying to replace those equipment till date. It's been a very difficult and onerous task. We have not had friends, indeed, who will support us build the arsenal we had in the days of yore. Mr. Speaker, across the borders of our country, as a result of that, we also have issues from the Sahel region.
Order, please.
We also have issues from the Sahel region. France has left the Sahel countries and there are no boots on the ground there. Those were the armed forces of France used to prevent ISWAP and other extremists from strolling into Nigeria. They are out of that place now. And the countries there are run by military juntas. That's a big problem. We also have the problem of Libya. Ever since Gaddafi has been deposed, Libya has been in a sorry state. Light weapons and heavy-duty weapons have had a free-flow influx into Nigeria, thus exacerbating the original huge problems that we're facing. Mr. Speaker, but despite all these threats, with our strategic leadership, our growing strong institutions, and ongoing reforms, which include, as we speak, there's a grand plan to improve the welfare of the police and the armed forces. As we are here today, there's a committee set up to look into the institutions, the security architecture and institutions, the police barracks, the training institutions. That committee is led by no other than the governor of Enugu State. It's work in progress, Mr. Speaker. Again, the economy, we're hoping to grow our economy into a $1 trillion economy. The process is on. Our exchange rate is stable, our external reserve is growing, but we have frailties.
Honorable Gumi, please approach the chair.
We have frailties which has to do with security. Our security infrastructure, no doubt, needs to be stepped up in order for us to attain the eminence that our good qualities offer. Mr. Speaker, though a bullet can overcome a terrorist, only good governance, opportunity, and inclusion can overcome terrorism. Mr. Speaker, no doubt, we must begin to strengthen intelligence and early warning systems. We must begin with actionable intelligence. No modern security system succeeds without the ability to detect threats before they escalate. The House, with its committee, is working on this. The House is working on strengthening the coordination between the DIA, the DSS, the police, the NIA, and state security units. The House is working assiduously to establish regional intelligence fusion centers across the 6 geopolitical zones. The House is in support of the deployment of modern surveillance technologies, drones, sensors, and data analytics. We are proud of the meeting with the NSA and the trip to America. Tangible results have been gotten. The American government, as said by our NSA, has signed an MOU with our country to assist in providing actionable intelligence towards eradicating these bandits. Mr. Speaker, security is won not only when information flows seamlessly and rapidly, but when the information is used to take action. In this decade, research results from leading domestic and global security scholars have provided vital information in Nigeria towards peace. Evidence from such studies conclude that 80% of terrorist attacks in Nigeria occur in 3 locations: schools, religious centers, and in farms. Categorizing all schools, religious centers, and farms in each local government area based on their current and projected vulnerability is now a minimum requirement. A risk assessment, low, medium, or high risk of this location must now be a priority. It is something that the House and the Parliament should also ensure is done. Number 2, Mr. Speaker, reforming and repositioning the Nigerian police. Our Nigerian military is not overstretched. The responsibilities of the Nigerian military are overstretched. It is time to restore the police to its rightful place as the first line of internal defense. The House Committee on Defense and other committees will collaborate with the Committee on Police to advance legislation for community and state policing with strong oversight. Modernizing the armed forces. Our military remains courageous and resilient, but they must be armed not only with bravery, but with modern tools. We must immediately invest in modern warfare tools. We must immediately partner with our non-aligned friends, with America, with the EU, with China, with Pakistan.
Honorable Koko, you have been elevated to come and sit on Speaker's seat here. Honorable Koko, you have been elevated, promoted. This is your new...
Forget, security
so that I can
is
see
not
your face very well.
Security is not about how we spend on defense, but about ensuring every citizen
come over here.
feels
come and
safe
sit here.
in their home, their marketplace, and in their farmlands. We also need to secure our borders. The inflow of weapons, drugs, and foreign fighters
I've
continue
given you the permission
to fuel insecurity. The House must support a strengthening border security command and integrated border management system. The House must support the resigned joint operations with Cameroon, Niger, Benin, and Chad. The House must support technology-driven checkpoints using biometrics and surveillance. Addressing the root cause is also a big solution, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I was with you one day in the Nigerian Defense College where you made a comparison of when Nigeria introduced the cashless system. You said that when that system was introduced, kidnapping and banditry went down because the ability to pay for ransom became non-existent. Mr. Speaker, I believe that is a policy this House should also look into. Local government administration. Mr. Speaker, it is only in a few states in Nigeria where you see competent people, former parliamentarians, run to be local government chairmen. There's a nexus to a local government being powerful and for that state to have prosperity. Mr. Speaker, today, in most parts of Nigeria, the local government administration is run.
DS, House Leader, Minority Leader, please can you approach the chair? Go ahead, please, go ahead.
Today, Mr. Speaker, in most parts of Nigeria, local government administration has collapsed. I remember the late Lieutenant Lagbaja, the Chief of Army Staff. He said that the happiest day in his life, was when the Supreme Court leaked. Security is the foundation of development. Without peace,
Honorable Jimmy, can you round
without
up?
peace, there can be no investment. Without investment, there can be no prosperity. Without prosperity, there can be no stability.
Honorable Lizzie,
Without stability, there can be no safety.
can you and
Without
Honorable
safety,
Chiroma,
Honorable
Hussein,
Jimmy,
come back to your seats,
there can be
please.
no future.
Chiroma Birugari,
As Chairman of
Chiroma,
House Committee on Defense, I
please
commit on
can you
behalf
find your seats?
of the committee of this House to work tirelessly with the executive, with the military leadership, with our allies and partners to deliver a strong, modern, and people-centered security system for Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of Nigerians who yearn for peace, we thank you, Mr. Speaker, for your foresight and your dedication to building a safer, stronger, and more resilient Nigeria. Thank you for this privilege, and thank you, honorable members.